Blue Lock Chapter 244 is now out, and we have a lot to talk about for this chapter as we finally get to see PXG be revealed. After being hidden and staying mysterious for so long, we finally get to see just how good this team is. The chapter starts off in the Germany Stratum room. KiiNGKhyy says that if his math is correct, then scoring a goal is worth between 30 million and 50 million. They are now starting to understand how the value system works and how they can use it to increase their value. KiiNGKhyy agrees with KiiNGKhyy, saying that Isagi's value increased by 100 million since he got 2 goals and 1 assist. Even with factors like chances created into account, it probably still adds up to that amount, meaning that only super goals could be increased more than that. Iori also adds on to this by saying that he got an assist and got valued at 20 million because of it. Your value will also increase if you contribute to scoring goals, and that number is now more than likely 20 million. From this, we can probably assume that Isagi's first goal in the Ubers match was 30 million, and his assist to Kaiser was 20 million, and then since his goal was a game-winning goal, it was 50 million. Overall, that is a 100 million increase from before. Barrow's increase still doesn't make sense though as to why he only got 30 million from his 2 goals. Maybe it was higher, but his value went down more due to his play in the match and being blocked by Isagi multiple times in the game. KiiNGKhyy says that he will put on a show next match and will survive, and Iori says he will be the one to be the star, whereas KiiNGKhyy says that it will be him. He is sick and tired of everyone calling him a mudboat, which is for good reason makes sense. We see Isagi not even focused on the conversation, looking at his tablet, seeing that Rin is still above him by 30 million. He questions if he can overtake Rin by defeating PXG and outscoring him. By the way the goal systems works and knowing how much each goal is worth, not only would Isagi have to outscore Rin in goals, but also he would need the game-winning goal unless Rin doesn't score at all. The title of Blue Lock's #1 player is right in front of him, and he wants to defeat Rin and surpass him. His rivalry with Rin has been ongoing for quite some time now, and he has yet to fully top Rin as the best in Blue Lock. He had one moment during the under 20 match, but I know Isagi wants more than that, as he knows that NEL is a different league to really showcase who is the best. We see Isagi envisioning himself at the top from everyone else below him. This is the mindset of the Blue Lock striker, and we see a lot of the Blue Lock players in this pile as corpses for Isagi to stand over. He wants to see the scenery from the top and crush everyone in his way. KiiNGKhyy is telling Isagi to come on as the PXG match is about to start, and we can see them going against Barca. Isagi is walking in, and we see Raichi and Gagamaru are also here as well, checking out the match. Raichi says it's time to scout the enemy, and Gagamaru says he wonders what kind of team PXG really is. Isagi knows to win and become #1, he needs to analyze Rin and PXG. The first thing I noticed from PXG is their formation. They have Rin as the lone striker, and only Tokimitsu and Nanase are in from Blue Lock. The rumored new Gen 11 named Chappa is also in at the back. We see Rin now bringing up the ball, and Isagi notices that Rin is the lone striker and Shido is on the bench. We also see Batra and Natoya. Once again, Shido has not been doing too well from the outside, and we see he is starting the game on the bench. We had theorized PXG playstyle being like Munchen's with 2 kings, and now it looks like that is exactly how they play. Batra and Natoya are now in front of Rin trying to stop him, saying try and get past us. As Rin moves up, we see Nanase and Tokimitsu both saying they are open. Isagi notices that providing Rin with support while simultaneously creating a 3v2 situation, PXG is really good. Rin passes the ball over to Nanase as Nanase passes the ball back, but it goes beyond over to a new player who we have never seen before. They let the ball go completely over to this player and his eyes are barely seen, just like how Nico looks. This new player named Charles passes the ball now over the top to get to Rin, and Rin is now in range with this highly accurate curve shot. Rin shoots the ball from far out past 3 defenders and a goalie scoring the ball. Everyone notices that his shot, however, was a little different from Rin. It was a devilish spinning mid-range shot, a little different from his outside Trivela spin. Raichi, Isagi, KiiNGKhyy, and Gagamaru are completely amazed at Rin just now, and Gagamaru even asks when did he learn how to shoot like that. Isagi adds on saying that by adding different spins to a shot, Rin's scoring options have increased drastically. This is the new Itoshi Rin we've been waiting to see. I'm glad we get Rin back and see just how much he has improved since the under 20 match. Just as things were going well for PXG, Loki decides to make a substitution change, and we finally see him as well after a long time. We see Karasu and Zantetsu getting ready to come in next to him, and Raichi is shocked they are making a team change after scoring a goal. PXG actually decides to pull Rin out of the game and bring in Shido. Shido's face here looks completely dialed in as he seems ready for the moment. We also see Karasu and Zantetsu come in with them. We now have the same formation of PXG, but this time Shido is in for Rin and Karasu and Zantetsu are in, taking out Nanase and Tokimitsu. They now are running a completely different system than when Rin was in. We see Karasu sliding in for the ball from Atoya as he says "God damn it, Karasu." Then we see Zantetsu sprinting forward. This new style of play is now doing a counter-attacking style. They immediately go on the counter once they gain possession. We see Charles once again passing the ball, and they are now using high-speed combinations to set up Shido to score. Gagamaru says a high arching pass, but it's too fast for Shido to get it. Just when they think that, we see Shido shoot the ball with his left leg and score with his new demon shot. Gagamaru and Isagi are stunned as how Shido managed to score that, but he's still a genius. KiiNGKhyy says he's a freak, and Raichi says there's no way they can game plan against that. Gagamaru also states that this team relies heavily on the striker's talents to score, right? KiiNGKhyy says they run a Rin-centered system and a Shido-centered system. A dangerous team with two distinct styles in which they can win with both of them. Raichi again asks, what are they going to do to stop this team? How can they game plan against something this good? Isagi and Hiyori both realize that pass to Shido just now was intentional. That guy knew Shido's tendencies and intentionally sent that pass to where only he could score. Raichi, Kurna, and Gagamaru cannot believe it, and they didn't see it the way they did, so they asked Hiyori and Isagi what did they see. Isagi notices that not only his assist to Rin, but delivering a pinpoint pass with some backspins to Rin had more scoring options, so he's really good. Hiyori says yeah, not only does he have a good understanding of Shido's instinctive playstyle, but he can also sync and match up with Rin's vision and playmaking. He's the sole reason PXG can win with two polar opposite playing styles, and because of the beautiful passes he dishes out. This is PXG's heart, Charles Chevalier. PXG's strength is a double standard system that maximizes the strength of their two strikers, Rin and Shido, as the two steal all the attention. Who is a skilled maestro playing behind them that brings the best out of these polar opposite strikers? To be continued in the next chapter, Die All at Once. This is a great chapter as we get to see more of PXG and how they work out so well. I figured that Rin and Shido could not work together, so now they just use two different styles to complement both of them. This also explains why PXG was not doing well against Ubers. We see that Rin and Shido are both on the field during that game, and it obviously didn't work out, so they decided to switch it up. Now with this chapter, we can see how Isagi can overpass Rin. First, PXG is playing a game right now, and Rin has already scored, so his value after the Barchin match should be 210 million if he doesn't score again. If he scores against Moon Chen, then his value would probably be 240 million. Isagi would need to score 2 goals and one being in the game winner to get 80 million, giving him 230 million to surpass Rin if he doesn't score. That's still easier said than done, as you would still have to limit Rin to under 2 goals, and Isagi would need 2 as well. This is still possible though and attainable if Isagi wants to become the #1 player. Rin now has a midfielder who is excellent in the heart of the team and has so many more options to score now. Isagi has Hiyori, but he's going to need more than that just to win. I'm not sure how Moon Chen can honestly defeat this team. They just don't have a complete skill set like PXG. Even PXG right now has 2 different formations that work, and Moon Chen does as well too, but PXG is still hiding things that we have not seen, and we don't know their team's philosophy as well. Rin has already stated his purpose for wanting to crush Sai and Isagi, and he now has the personnel to do so. This PXG is a gateway for successful stars, so this team could really have superstars everywhere on the team. Most of the names in our lineup are not Blue Lock players, so there's still a lot of people who we have not seen yet. We still have no idea who the new Gen 11 is for this team, and keep in mind, I don't think Loki has stepped in once for any of the games. PXG has completely dominated all their opponents, and it looks like Barsha will be going through the same thing as well. I'm excited to see how things go forward for this team and just what they can bring, and it's also really good to see the Moon Chen guys relaxing this time around, and we can see how the other matches are going. They're going to mainly be focusing on PXG, but hopefully we can see some footage of Manshine and Ubers as well to see what's going on in that game. After a long time, we get to see who PXG is, and this will be the last match in the NEL. Crazy to believe how the NEL is almost over. It almost felt like yesterday. I'm enjoying the introduction of this new character, Charles. I feel like we all got faked out with the theories of Chappa, and now there's a whole new guy who we've never seen before, and not only can he link up with Rin, but also Shido. This guy might be on side levels of play, and we had no idea. Something tells me though that PXG has more players up their sleeve, and that we also don't know about them. It makes sense given how mysterious this team is, and being run by Loki if anyone. Hopefully more is revealed to us in the next chapter, and we can dive more into PXG's team. Well, I thank you guys for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back in the next one. Peace.